Guys, the Indianapolis Colts demolished the Broncos 12-9. You know what? I don't even want to hear you guys in the comment section say, Drew, your Colts suck. I know they suck. It's very clear. We beat them 12-9. What does that show me? What does that also tell me and show me? Well, it shows me that I predicted wrong. I should have just gone with the Colts, but since I was 0-1 with the Colts predictions, I decided screw the Colts, picking the Broncos. They were both injured. So I wasn't surprised. Now let's get into my record. So my record for the total amount of predictions is 13-18. I have a little cheat sheet right here, as my teachers would call it probably. In week 4. I said week 1 because it was the first week I did it. Week 4, I went 4-12 on predictions. I really sucked. The only ones I got correct were the Seahawks beating the Lions, the Rams, no, the Vikings beating the Saints, the Cowboys beating Washington, and did I actually win? Oh, I got the Giants one right. Yeah. Right. So I did go 4-12, and then in week 5 or week 2 for predictions, whatever you want to say. Or I'm not gonna stop. I went from a 4-12 record to a 9-6 record that week. I guess I was just predicting better games. Whatever, man. I'll take it. I don't care if my predictions were off by like 20 points. A win's a win. You gotta take what you got in your short amount of time here. So yeah, 13-18. Hopefully we can get that to a positive record. 13-18 doesn't sound the best. That's a basketball record. But 13-18 is my first year, so I don't expect to get them all right. Like if I was a pro, like 5 years doing this, I'd probably get most of them right. Sorry, watching baseball. Huge Guardians fan, by the way. I hope they demolish the Yankees. It's 1-1 now. Let's get into week 6 predictions. I feel like this is long awaited from you guys because it's Tuesday. I'm gonna start making these predictions on Tuesday or Wednesday, right before. And if I'm doing something, I might have to do it Thursday if I'm late. So the Bears and Washington on Thursday Night Football. This will be an interesting one because both offenses have shown sparks of life in some weeks, and then other weeks they don't show any. Amazon Prime. You can only watch it on Amazon Prime, by the way. Not sponsored, but Amazon Prime does pay a pretty penny for these games to be broadcast. I think it's like close to $80 million a game, which is insane. They bought Thursday Night Football for like $15 billion. It's crazy. I got the Bears winning 21-10. I think Justin Fields gets his first win in prime time. He's like 1-3. So I guess that's kind of cool for him. Now that's in starts, not in actually like him coming in for Andy Dalton last year, or whatever. The Ravens and the Giants. This one is a good game. Mark it on your calendars. All right, it's gonna be this Sunday at 1 p.m. And if you can't watch it and you're on the road, try and find it on your local radio station or any radio stations that you can find. So I got the Ravens 31-28. I do think this is going to be a close game now. Now, whether it be on the Giants side or the Ravens side, I think one of the sides has this big game-changing interception or fumble or big touchdown, whatever it may be, a big play that allows them to win. It could be Giants 31 and Ravens 28, or it could be Ravens 31, Giants 28. I mean, I feel like it could go either way. I did pick the Ravens. 5 minutes already. It's crazy. Jags, Colts. Jacksonville's coming into Indianapolis. Again, sorry. Jags 21, Colts 24. Colts are gonna win. Now, I mean, last year it's been like this for a few years. The Jaguars will destroy the Colts in Jacksonville, but then they come to Indy, and the Colts show that they're the better team in their home stadium. So I feel like Colts are gonna win. The Pats and the Browns. Give me the Pats, 28-10. I do not think Mac Jones will be back. If he is back, it's probably gonna be 35-14. But if he's not back, and it's Bailey Zappi, 28-14. Bailey Zappi, 1-0 as a starter. It's still crazy to me, his story, Bengals and Saints. Give me the Bengals, 20-10. And, Joey B. And most likely Andy Dalton. Or maybe it will be Winston. Whatever it may be. Maybe Taysom Hill could start. He had, I believe, he accounted for 4 total touchdowns on Sunday. Crazy. I got them going, 20-10 Bengals. The Bucs and the Steelers. This isn't going to be necessarily a close game. It should be Kenny Pickett's second career start. And his first career start, he almost pulled off the win against the Jets. No, wait, it wasn't even close. They played Buffalo. And it was 38-3. So, take that as you must. Take that as you will. Bucs 24, Steelers 7. 49ers and the Falcons. I'm going to say the 49ers 35-28. Of course, could go either way, so keep that in mind. Jets, Packers. Packers 23, Jets 13. Zach Wilson did show that he is a valid starter. However, to a beat-up Miami roster, which didn't have Tua, and it only had Teddy Bridgewater for 1 pass. So, the Houston Astros beat the Dodgers. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I'm talking about baseball. If you guys want to see a baseball channel, or maybe even a basketball, hockey, or maybe even like college football channel, leave it down below. And maybe I will take it. Oh, and he's out. All right. Anyway, let's get back on topic. I think the Packers outperformed the Jets. Now, the Jets are good. They've shown, even without Joe Flacco, they are good. I'm pretty sure they're 3-2. That's impressive. I was pretty unsure if Zach Wilson could come back into the mix really fast and say, "Oh yeah, Wilson, he's gonna." I thought it would take him time to connect the dots of who his top receiver will be, and then who his second target, and then if he really needs his third or fourth target, or both, to check it down to every once in a while. I thought it would take a while. It didn't. He's 2-0 as a starter, not going 3-0 quite. He's not going 3-0 this year, maybe next year. Vikings and Dolphins. Dolphins banged up. Vikings 17-6. I don't think it's much of a discussion here. Panthers and Rams. Now, this is a good one because the Panthers and the Rams have shown that it doesn't matter if you win the Super Bowl a few months, 10 months ago, you can still suck. And I think the Rams are just having a Super Bowl hangover, just like the Bengals. They're both having Super Bowl slumps. I do think that the Rams get the win 19-13. They rebound from the loss at home to Dallas. Must have been a tough one. Cardinals and Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks 29-17. Seahawks are the better team. I don't think I've ever picked them. Well, that changes this week because 29-17 is your final score for me. Seahawks are favorite. Bills and Chiefs. AFC divisional round. Not happening again. Bills are winning 31-28. They're getting revenge. Cowboys and Eagles. I do not think unless Cooper Rush starts, that the Cowboys will win. I think it's 28-24 Eagles. Of course, could be either way, but I think the Eagles are 6-0. Surprisingly, are they going to do what Nick Foles and Carson Wentz did back in 2018? Maybe they will. And then the final game, and this is Monday Night Football. Broncos. Last game was Sunday Night Football. This is Monday Night Football. Broncos, Chargers. Chargers are going to get the win 14-3. Low scoring game. Big odds, though. You know, the Broncos struggled at their own stadium against a sloppy Colts team. And we didn't have Taylor, and we had Philip Lindsay and Deion Jackson doing most of the carries. I believe Hines got maybe one carry when he was still in. Now, of course, I believe Taylor would probably be back for our next game. So, the Broncos aren't winning. That's just the storyline here. Broncos, I'm sorry. You are down.